Ted Wheeler now says things will be done differently the next time two opposing groups come to Portland to protest.
He spoke to reporters today after returning home from vacation. Our Emily Burris was at today's news conference asking the tough questions. She's live in downtown Portland. What did you find out, Emily?
Yeah, well, Mayor Wheeler talked a little bit about some of the things he thought they did well. He says crowd control, communication has improved, and he said that conversations are already happening now to try and bring more community leaders, more local businesses, really to make this a community effort as people come together to try and prevent violence from happening in the city. He was pretty hesitant, though, to offer any kind of specifics when myself and other reporters pressed him repeatedly on what exactly could be done to make things like this stop happening here in Portland.
These incidents of violence are alarming.
In a press conference Monday afternoon, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler was direct in condemning violent protests that once again disrupted downtown Portland last month.
If you are coming here under the guise of First Amendment rights to assembly and free speech, but your actual objective is to commit acts of violence or engage in a street brawl, I absolutely condemn that 100%.
He promised more changes.
I don't believe we can stick with the same game plan and expect to have a different outcome.
But what exactly those changes might be, the mayor was short on specifics. Last week, the police chief addressed the situation, proposing the idea of banning masks and helmets.
We need strategic resources to get ahead of this before it starts, so it's not even allowed to happen in the first place.
Wheeler wouldn't endorse that idea or any version of a time and place ordinance, like one that was voted down by commissioners last year, saying instead all ideas need to come to the table for discussion. One thing he did push back against, the police union president's comments last week that officers' hands are tied.
But he crossed a line when he publicly stated in a Facebook message that I was not allowing the police to enforce the law. The public needs to hear that the police bureau, law enforcement professionals are in charge, not the mayor. And the fact that we didn't do that maybe helped feed into this global frenzy that somehow I, as the mayor, either called on the police bureau to back off or tied their hands in some way.
So again, those comments going along with the community effort that he hopes to have going forward. Earlier today, before that press conference, the mayor said he held what he called a bit of a brainstorming session with some federal leaders, with the police chief as well. They're looking at all these ideas while the investigation into the June 29th protests continue. A report on that should be available in the next week or two. Jeff, Jennifer.
All right, Emily Burris reporting from downtown. Today,